So today I want to talk about this idea of Call of Duty Warzone ranked, or some people assume that Iron Trials will become the ranked mode for Call of Duty Warzone. There seems to be I guess you could say, some talk of competitive play, and some people are angry that there isn't. And then, yeah. So today I want to talk about just my feelings towards a ranked mode in Call of Duty Warzone, whether or not it'll work. Spoiler alert, I don't think it'll work in the current state the game is in. And if they do, push towards that route, I don't think it's one going to be successful, or two, it can hurt the base game itself. So first off, let's talk about the reason why. Call of Duty is a very mass friendly game. Increasing and creating the competitive environment will hurt the game rather than help it, hence why we probably haven't seen the devs work on a proper ranked mode in the franchise since at least Black Ops 2. I know World War II had a ranked mode and stuff, but again, ranked play hasn't really been talked about since Black Ops 2 in my little circle and generally what I've seen. So it's probably why devs just haven't worked on it. It just fundamentally just doesn't work for the general audience of Call of Duty, and we need to just accept the fact that, guess what? A lot of people that play Call of Duty like to play for fun. They don't like playing competitively, and this environment that they are creating for competitive play, a very small minority of people want in the game, will definitely just, one, not work, or two, hurt the game itself. So let's talk about the foundations of a rank mode. The fast time to kill and the ability to insta-kill people help with creating a satisfying feeling for most high-skilled players, as well as lets players move from one engagement to another. And this itself, for the current foundations of Warzone, just wouldn't work in a ranked mode because it will not be, I guess you could say, a consistent, shooting space. Nobody likes shooting somebody with a whole mag in Call of Duty. We need to kind of accept that. It just doesn't work with the setting. I know some people are like, oh, well, Apex Legends, you do it. Well, the game fundamentally feels like that makes sense. That's why Division and other looter shooters that try to operate like Destiny just don't work, because the world around them just doesn't make it feel like a sensible thing in general. Another thing is that a player count of 150 in a large-scale maps don't have the foundational design to create a competitive game atmosphere for a ranked mode. We gotta look at Caldera. Now, Caldera does flow a little bit better with 150 players compared to Verdansk in some certain cases. I like the map. I've grown to it, but I don't think it's better than Verdansk. I love Verdansk because it had less foliage, it had less vertical spots. Things that were vertical were very, I guess you could say, predictable. You understand that these were power positions and people will be here. In Caldera, that does not have anything there. I mean, rotations can be easier, but at the same time, when people have high ground, it's kind of hard to count them because either they see a vast part of the map, or it's just hard to get to them. There's just too many open spaces in certain cases for anything to work. So I don't think that would definitely work, at least with this map, for a large scale and the player count. So if we're going to be adding a competitive play to the game, Warzone needs three core foundations that it doesn't have right now. One is a constant map flow for engagements at all times. We're going to be comparing some of this stuff to Apex Legends because I think this is a phenomenally well done ranked mode. But if we look at Apex Legends, any engagement anywhere the circle may end, you may not like it, but there is an even playing field. Whether or not someone has the high ground or power position, there is an ability to counter those in a solid position. So let's explain a little bit into detail with Caldera. Now, in Caldera, there definitely is a reliance on positioning, which is definitely important in all competitive games or even battle royales. But the problem is that in all these other games that do competitive play really well, there's an ability to counter those power positions or those people that are in powerful positions. So in Apex, we can move through cover, and there's a little bit more cover design all across the map. While in Caldera, there's a lot of trees, a lot of openness, and the movement system just doesn't also allow you to move very efficiently, so it just wouldn't work in that regard. But again, the foundation of Warzone works very well. The movement system is phenomenally well received amongst the general audience, so changing that definitely will not make any sense. Now, let's talk about the player count. So number 2 is a fair player count to create a balanced battlefield. 150 players is remarkable. It's fun. It creates a high octane experience, but this high octane experience needs to have some chaotic control in a competitive play. If you have random shit going on, madness going on, then it doesn't create a healthy competitive environment, because there needs to be some sense of feeling of control in a ranked mode. Apex, there is a feeling of control. We can land there, or we don't have to land there. Hey, we land there, there's gonna be a lot of shit popping off. We're gonna be, one, switching shields constantly, punching people. There is a general understanding of what's gonna happen. Call of Duty Warzone, you drop in a place hot, you don't know what happens. Some dude may get a very good gun and you just stuck with a pistol, because there isn't that ability to, I guess you could say, move around in the beginning of the game like you can in Apex. And last but not least, this is the reality of it, there needs to be a need for a competitive mode amongst the community. A small minority of people in Twitter, or just in general with, I guess you could say, YouTube and stuff like that, aren't the masses. I have not seen general people I've played with that are just casual people say, yo, we want a ranked mode. It's just not really talked about. They hop in, play Warzone for fun, and there isn't a need for competitive mode, which isn't the need to waste resources and time. And I know a lot of people, especially pros, have talked about how there isn't a proper ranked play mode and stuff like this for us. I just think developers just see that as wasted resources, and that they are better off allowing them to create their own space compared to forcing players to, I guess you could say, indulge and suffer for that need of a space. I don't think that there is enough people to say we need a competitive mode, which is why I don't think it'll work. Apex Legends, there was foundational idea that a ranked mode could work, and people really wanted to see something like that, which I think the game foundationally is built for that. But Call of Duty Warzone is built for the masses, built for some high octane enjoyment clips, moments like that. If you win, it's even better. But again, I don't see a ranked mode being profitable or even just needed for the game. However, I know I said all that about competitive play in Warzone, but there is one map that has a lot of the things I was talking about that actually can work in a ranked mode. Now, all this, I think, considered, doesn't mean you raise the time to kill for the game itself, or, you know, make it slower. I don't think that's going to help for Call of Duty. I think that's going to create even less people wanting to enjoy it because it just doesn't feel right. But Rebirth Island does have the player count and the map to hold a ranked mode. This map, even though it's not my favorite, it does have constant flow that we see in Apex maps. It does have a healthy player count to make sure that the chaos is controlled, and above all else, any point of the map does feel like it's a fair fight. It does feel like it is a, I guess you could say, an even battlefield. Even if they have a higher position or a better position, there is the ability to counter in Rebirth Island. So again, if they do want to indulge in a ranked mode, I think Rebirth Island should become that space for players to do it. I think it's a very good map for that, and I think it could be successful if done with Rebirth Island. But if they do a large scale map, whether it's the next Modern Warfare 2 map, whether it's Caldera, I think it's going to fall flat on its feet. It's not going to work well, and it's either going to devastate the game itself if they try to appeal to it, or if you create a separate experience for it like they did with Iron Trials. I don't think enough people will even want to play that mode because, again, I'm not against a slower time to kill, but I just don't think it works with Call of Duty. That's my personal opinion. That's my personal take. But pretty much this video may be a little bit of a long one. You guys may be like, well, I don't know how I feel. Let me know put comments below if you guys are wanting a ranked mode or you guys just don't care. I'm actually curious to see how many people do want a ranked mode versus how many people don't want a ranked mode. So let me know in the comments below. But in general, guys, if you guys enjoyed what this video was, enjoyed what I said, or just agree with it, definitely drop this video a like. Helps out the video a lot. And if you guys are new here and want more content from me, definitely hit that subscribe button to stay updated all the content, whether it's Apex Legends, Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, Destiny 2, or even some other games on the horizon. We got some video essays planned and a lot of good stuff for 2022 with this channel. So definitely hit that subscribe button. With that being said, again, that's all I got for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.